Hey guys, I think we had enough time to process XMen Apocalypse by now, don't you? Hey everybody, this is David, and today I'm going to be telling you my least favorite to favorite X-Men films of all time. So these are ranking the 9 X-Men films. That includes Deadpool and the Wolverine films. And I'm going to tell you which ones I'd rank from worst to best. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Obviously, if you've seen my reviews, you'll probably have an idea of where I'd rank these. And if you haven't, then good. You're gonna find out for the first time. And let's get through this. At number 9, I have X-Men: The Last Stand. This is my least favorite X-Men movie. Why? Well, just watch it and you'll find out why. It's most likely because Brett Ratner, the director of Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3, was the director of this film. Now, I'm not going to say I hate Brett Ratner. I like Rush Hour 1 and 2. But for X-Men, he was not the guy in charge. At number 8, I have X-Men Origins Wolverine. This is the movie that apparently lots of people really hate. Sometimes it's The Last Stand, sometimes it's X-Men Origins Wolverine. For me, X-Men Origins Wolverine is a little bit better than X-Men The Last Stand because it doesn't feel as crammed as that one. And, Hugh Jackman kicks ass as Wolverine. Now, I get it, Deadpool, what they did to him was unforgivable. I understand that. But I'm going to tell you the truth, I didn't mind it. I ate it all up. But I understand. At number 7, I have The Wolverine. This was Wolverine's second outing, and this time it brings him to Japan, and even I know this movie was better than X-Men Origins Wolverine. And I even like the Silver Samurai part, which a lot of people feel that's where it gets too corny, but I didn't mind it. I love my corniness. At number 6, I have the original X-Men that came out in 2000. And this is the one, I love this movie. I thought it was really great at the time. Yeah, compared to some other X-Men movies, it's not as good, but for a first X-Men movie, I'm going to say it was a really good start. And I'm going to confess something. If my parents watch this, they're going to get really upset with me. There was a time when this movie first came out on DVD. I skipped school just to watch this like 2 or 3 or 4 times that one day. Oh yeah. At number 5, I have X-Men Apocalypse. This is the newest X-Men film that's out in theaters right now, and yeah, I would rank it about here, around the same, about the same as the original X-Men movie, I would say. It's not the best X-Men movie, but it's not the worst. I think it's actually pretty entertaining. There's a lot of pretty cool stuff there. Could it have been a better film? Yeah, sure, it could have, but you know what? It's a good time. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. At number 4, I have Deadpool. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, Deadpool is so low on your list. Even number 4 isn't good enough for some people. But guess what? Yes, I think this is a fun movie. But I wouldn't say it's the best superhero movie of all time. That's just me, though. I know there's a lot of people yelling at their computer screens right now, saying, this guy is a fucking idiot. How can he not put Deadpool at number 1? I'm sorry, guys, but I have an opinion. If Ryan Reynolds wants to speak up about it, bring it on, bitch. By the way, I'm kidding. Don't fight me, Ryan Reynolds. I love you. At number 3, I have X2, sometimes titled XMen United. This movie was actually one of the best sequels to a superhero movie, and one of the first ones that really started proving that, hey, these things can go places after the origin film. Because before this movie, some people were kind of iffy if superhero sequels can be better than the original. Usually, at that time, the sequels were when the superhero movies were starting to dip a little bit in quality. Some people felt Batman Returns wasn't as good as the first Batman movie. Some people felt Superman 2 wasn't as good as the first Superman movie. But X2 is where everybody agreed that, hey, here's our first sequel to a superhero movie that was actually amazing in terms of story and anything quality. At number 2, I have X-Men First Class. This could be considered a reboot or a prequel. I'm not even sure anymore what this is, but this was a fun film and a movie that showed that you don't need Wolverine front and center to have a great X-Men movie. And I think this one used to get underlooked at the time. This is not one of the higher grossing X-Men films, and I wish it had done better. But who cares? I mean, we still have this cast going, and this storyline is just wrapping up right now. Hopefully, James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender will continue on, because I think they're just as great as Hugh Jackman is as Wolverine. And I think they're just as good as the actors who have carried on their roles even before this, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. Finally, at number 1, I have X-Men Days of Future Past. This might not be a surprise to a lot of people. I really love this movie, especially when it involves time travel. I love time travel when it comes to movies and TV shows. Hell, some of my favorite movies, Back to the Future, some of the best Star Trek movies have time travel in it. Favorite TV show currently, The Flash, which uses time travel. So when the X-Men get involved with time travel, it better be freaking awesome. Oh, how can I forget The Terminator, the movie that even Bryan Singer went back to James Cameron and asked him some advice on time travel to get some ideas for this movie. So this movie all around is really cool, man. If you love the X-Men, if you love time travel, mixing them both up just makes everything so amazing. It's like the Avengers for the X-Men films. It definitely is, especially when you see Ian McKellen and James McAvoy, the two Professor Xaviers, come together in that one scene. Spoiler alert. It's one of the greatest moments in the movie. And Hugh Jackman has never been greater. To me, this is some of my favorite moments featuring Wolverine. I think he's great in the mentor role, mentoring James McAvoy and trying to pull him back into what he's supposed to become. So with that being said, guys, this was my list, my X-Men movies, least favorite to favorite, because I enjoy all of them. Even X-Men Origins and The Last Stand, they might be my least favorite of the bunch. But you know what, I can find some good moments out of them. So they're not total disasters, not like Fantastic Four anyways. So with that being said, guys, I hope you agree with me. Share your lists of the X-Men films. I'm curious to see what other people they would rank them. Are there people that hate X-Men Days of Future Past? Are there people that love X-Men The Last Stand? I'm very curious about this stuff. So write down your list if you're watching this video. Like this video. Show me your support. I could use that. And subscribe to my channel, because I'm always talking about movies and superhero TV shows. And it's not all the time superheroes. I just want to clarify that. Sometimes I do talk about other things too, but usually the topic is superheroes because I love them. And check out my podcast, which I've already done 5 episodes. And follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and communicate with me. I like communicating to other people, especially movie fans. We have something in common. We should stick together. We are fans. And with that being said, guys, don't vote for Trump because he doesn't like mutants. I shouldn't tell you that, but I don't know. Make up your own mind. I'm out of here.